How you doing, class? This is another response video done by yours truly. Um, I want to discuss the first passage, and I think once I read it aloud, we're gonna see how quickly we recognize what Klinkenborg means by this. All right. Allow your thinking to adjust your intentions in the light of your discoveries. This may mean relinquishing your original intention. I'll give you a second to think about what that might make you think of. You got it? Well, to me, that immediately made me think of the evolving thesis and what we've been trying to apply in class this past week or so. In the first part of the passage, he says, allow your thinking to adjust your intentions in the light of your discoveries. So we should be guided by what we discover, not what we want to think. We should not we should not think of something and and discover things to back our thinking. We should discover things and then think accordingly. If we look at the second part of this first passage, it reads, this may mean relinquishing your original intention. With this kind of ties into what we're doing and doesn't at the same time. With the evolving thesis, we're not exactly relinquishing our original intention. We're kind of fixing it. We're adjusting it. We're not relinquishing it. Its base is there, but after we edit it to what our discoveries have found, or what we have found in our discoveries, we can see that we don't relinquish it, but we only edit it. This takes me to my second passage that reads, you may find the path you're looking for only by taking a detour. So this is an analogy to detours and pathways and roads. The detour here can be explained as, another way of finding the end of your writing, or another way of finding the definition of your writing, or your intention at the end of your writing. Some writers believe that the end of the writing is what their final goal is. Others, write for other reasons. But regardless, this passage makes us think that there's no straight line to the end goal. Just as there isn't one straight line to an end location. Let's say you have to go to school or to work or wherever you have to go to, and a road is being constructed and there's a detour. You're not going to stop and turn back around and go home, are you? You're going to follow the detour, and you're going to still make it around, and you're going to go past that blockage point, and you're going to end up where you have to end up. Again, there's no straight line to the goal point. There's always another way, even if it means finding another route. And finally, I'd like to discuss this last passage that doesn't revolve around the evolving thesis. This reads, those sentences have the virtue of already existing, which makes them better than sentences that don't exist, or so it seems. So the first part of the sentence means that sentences that already exist are better than sentences that don't exist, simply based on the fact that they do exist. You might read that and think, this isn't true. And then the second part of the passage, or so it seems, means that's what it might seem to people, or that's what it might look like just because it exists. Or so it seems means that this isn't right. So stating that something that exists is better than something that doesn't exist is actually wrong in lack of other terms. I'm just trying to find an analogy here. Okay, let's think of iPhones. Just because the iPhone 4 existed when the iPhone 8 didn't exist, did that make the iPhone 4 better? I think the iPhone 8 is definitely better than the iPhone 4, but just because it didn't exist at the time doesn't mean it wasn't as good. So if we let me stop getting off topic with the analogies here. Let's look at it directly. Ideas that are not unthought still have the potential to be greater than ideas that are thought. and that's what I think is true. Um, and that is essentially what the sentence is saying. Sorry for using that word though. Um, all right, and that concludes this video. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.